The Metaverse, it's supposed to be the next big thing, right? A futuristic, interconnected virtual world where we'll all work, play, and socialize. Mark Zuckerberg wants us to strap on VR headsets and hang out in digital meeting rooms, while sci-fi movies paint pictures of vast, immersive online realities. But what if I told you that most of us are already living in the Metaverse? That it's not some far-off tech dream, but it's probably just your favorite video game? Yes, I'm talking about Fortnite, or Roblox, or Minecraft. These aren't just games anymore. They're bustling digital cities, thriving economies, and social hubs that already tick nearly every box on the Metaverse checklist. For years, we've been told the Metaverse is coming, a future being built for us by tech giants. The reality is, it's already been built organically by millions of you. So, before you dismiss the Metaverse as hype or a corporate ploy, stick around. Today, GENSHIFT is going to show you that you've been a Metaverse pioneer all along, shaping the future of the internet every time you log on. Are you ready to unlock the true meaning of the Metaverse, hiding in plain sight? Hit that subscribe button now to join us in decoding the technologies shaping our world. 1. More than just a game. Defining the Metaverse and its early forms. So, how can a video game be the Metaverse? The confusion is understandable. The term has been stretched and pulled in so many directions, often by companies trying to define it through the narrow lens of their products. This creates a definition problem, where corporate buzzwords and sci-fi fantasies obscure a much simpler, more powerful reality. To cut through the noise, we need a clear, authoritative definition. And for that, the tech world largely turns to one person, venture capitalist and essayist Matthew Ball. Ball defines the Metaverse as a massively scaled and interoperable network of real-time rendered 3D virtual worlds, which can be experienced synchronously and persistently by an effectively unlimited number of users with an individual sense of presence and with continuity of data. That's a mouthful, so let's break it down. He's not describing a single application, but a successor to the internet itself, a shift from the flat, 2D web of pages we browse today to a 3D, spatial web of places we inhabit. And crucially, this doesn't mean it's a VR-only experience. That's one of the biggest myths. The Metaverse is device agnostic. It's accessible on your console, your PC, your phone, exactly where tens of millions of people already play games like Fortnite every single day. Let's look at the core characteristics. First, it must be persistent. This means the world never resets or pauses. It continues indefinitely, evolving whether you're there or not. When you log out of Fortnite, the island doesn't vanish. It's still there, its clock is still ticking, and it might even be changing, awaiting a live event or a new season. Second, it must be synchronous and live. This means we all experience it together in real time. When a rocket launches or a cube explodes in Fortnite, it happens for everyone at the exact same moment, creating a truly shared experience. Finally, it supports an unlimited number of users, each with a sense of presence. While a single game instance has a technical limit, the platform as a whole supports millions of concurrent users who all feel like they are present and interacting within the same shared space. Fortnite, Roblox, and Minecraft already embody these foundational principles. The final frontier, the part that's still truly in development, is what Ball calls interoperability, the ability to take your identity and your digital items seamlessly from one virtual world to another, like wearing your Fortnite skin in Roblox. We're not there yet. What we have now are competing walled-off proto-metaverses. But these worlds are so advanced, so populated, and so economically vibrant that they serve as the undeniable blueprint for what's to come. They are the working models of the Metaverse, built not in a lab, but in the wild. 2. Your digital twin, identity and expression in virtual worlds. To understand why these platforms are more than just games, we have to start with the most important element inside them, you, or rather, your avatar. In these virtual worlds, your avatar is your digital twin, the visual representation of your identity. The process of customizing it isn't just a feature, it's a fundamental human act, a digital reflection of how we present ourselves in the real world every single day. When you wake up and choose your clothes, style your hair, or put on makeup, you're curating your physical identity. When you log into Roblox and meticulously design your character, you're doing the same thing. This act of digital self-expression is profoundly important, especially for Gen Z. A staggering 52% of Gen Z gamers report feeling more like themselves in the metaverse than in real life. These platforms provide a space for self-exploration, a place to experiment with identity, free from the constraints and judgments of the physical world. In fact, 92% of users say that customization is essential when creating their avatars. This isn't about escapism, it's about authenticity. It's a space where you can build an identity from scratch, allowing what one gamer called a truer version of who you are to emerge. This goes even deeper. Researchers have identified a phenomenon called the Proteus effect, named after the shape-shifting Greek god. It describes how we unconsciously conform our behavior to the appearance of our avatars. Studies at Stanford University found that people assigned taller avatars behaved more confidently in negotiations. Those with more attractive avatars stood closer to others and disclosed more personal information. This is a game changer. It means your avatar isn't just a digital puppet, it's a psychological prime. When you equip a heroic-looking skin in Fortnite, you're not just changing your look, you might be subtly nudging yourself to play more boldly. This psychological power is what gives virtual items their value. Players invest immense time, effort, and real money through currencies like V-Bucks and Robux to curate their digital selves. A rare skin or a limited edition accessory is far more than just a cosmetic. It's a status symbol, a badge of honor, a piece of personal history, and a way to signal your identity to the community. It's a core part of the social language of these worlds. So when someone spends real money on a digital outfit, they aren't just buying pixels, they are investing in their identity. They are purchasing a tool that helps them feel more like themselves in a world where they spend a significant part of their lives. 3. Beyond loot boxes, the real virtual economies. If digital identity is the heart of the metaverse, then a functioning economy is its circulatory system. Matthew Ball's definition is clear. A true metaverse must be a place where individuals and businesses can create, own, invest, sell, and be rewarded for work that produces real value. This isn't about simple microtransactions or loot boxes. This is about building genuine, self-sustaining economic systems, and they already exist. Let's start with Fortnite. Its economy is primarily powered by V-Bucks, an in-game currency bought with real money. In peak years, this system has generated billions of dollars in revenue for its parent company, Epic Games. Players use V-Bucks to purchase skins, emotes, and battle passes. This is a massive centralized economy where the company sells goods directly to the players, but the value driving these purchases comes directly from the psychological need for identity and self-expression we just talked about. The economy thrives because players are willing to pay for the tools to build their digital selves. But now, let's look at the next evolutionary step, Roblox. This is where the economic model becomes truly revolutionary. Instead of a centralized, top-down economy, Roblox has fostered a sprawling, decentralized creator economy. Here, it's not just the company that creates and sells, it's the users themselves. Through Roblox Studio, creators can design, build, and monetize almost anything imaginable, from avatar clothing and accessories to entire, fully-fledged game experiences that rival standalone titles. The scale of this economy is mind-boggling. In 2022 alone, Roblox creators earned a collective $624 million. The top 10 highest-earning creators averaged $23 million each. In that same year, there were over 3.2 billion virtual transactions on the platform. The platform's virtual GDP has been compared to that of some small countries. And this isn't just funny money locked in a game. Through the developer exchange program known as DevEx, creators can convert the Robux they earn into actual US dollars, closing the loop between the virtual and physical economies. This trend extends across the landscape. The Minecraft marketplace has become its own vibrant ecosystem, where creators have generated over $500 million selling worlds, skin packs, and mods to other players. What we are seeing is a fundamental paradigm shift. We're moving from a simple consumption model, where players buy from a company, to a true creator model, where players are buying from and selling to each other. These platforms are giving rise to a new generation of digital entrepreneurs building real careers and businesses, all from within a virtual world. They aren't just playing, they are participating in and actively building the first digital economies to operate at a global scale. 4. The social fabric, events, communities, and the future. For anyone who still thinks of gaming as an isolating hobby spent alone in a basement, the last few years have delivered a stunning reality check. These platforms have evolved far beyond simple games to become what sociologists call third places, the digital equivalent of parks, cafes, and community centers where people gather and socialize. They are the new social fabric for a generation of digital natives. Nothing demonstrates this shift more powerfully than the Travis Scott astronomical event in Fortnite. This wasn't just a music video premiere, it was a live, synchronous, shared experience. A colossal, world-bending avatar of the artist performed for a staggering 12.3 million concurrent players, with 27.7 million unique users participating over its run. The event reportedly grossed around $20 million for Scott, including merchandise, a figure that dwarfs the earnings of a single record-breaking physical concert. This was a watershed moment, proving that a virtual world could host a cultural event with a reach and impact that the physical world simply cannot match. But the social power of these platforms goes beyond blockbuster entertainment. When the pandemic forced the world into lockdown, students used these virtual worlds to reclaim vital life moments. Universities from UC Berkeley to RIT saw students meticulously rebuild their campuses inside Minecraft to host virtual graduation ceremonies. Blockly, the UC Berkeley event, was a student-led masterpiece, complete with commencement speeches from the chancellor and thousands of viewers on Twitch. For the class of 2020, this wasn't a fake graduation, it was their graduation. A genuine, emotionally resonant ceremony that provided a sense of community and closure when they needed it most. Perhaps the most profound example of this evolution is the Block by Block initiative, a partnership between Minecraft's developers and the United Nations Human Settlements Program. This program uses Minecraft as a real-world urban planning tool. In communities from Kosovo to Nairobi to Hanoi, residents, especially young people, women, and others who are often excluded from civic planning, are given the tools to redesign their own public spaces, like parks and markets. They build their ideas in Minecraft, and those models are then used by architects and city planners to enact real-world change. This elevates a game into a powerful tool for social good and global collaboration. So let's put it all together. When you place the core features of a platform like Fortnite side by side with Matthew Ball's Metaverse definition, the overlap is undeniable. You have a persistent world that's always on. You have synchronous, live events shared by millions. You have an individual sense of presence through a unique digital identity you craft and curate. You have a fully functioning economy with real value. And you have a vibrant social hub for communities and global events. The only piece that remains largely unsolved is full interoperability between platforms. But by every other meaningful metric, the metaverse isn't a future promise. It's a present reality. You've been living in it all along. Conclusion. So, the metaverse isn't some distant, abstract concept we have to wait for. It's already here. It's in the digital identity you carefully craft with skins and emotes. It's in the bustling virtual economies where creators earn real money. And it's in the global communities that come together for concerts, graduations, and to build better worlds, both online and off. This isn't just about validating your favorite hobby. It's about recognizing the shift that has already happened. You aren't just playing a game. You are a pioneer, an early citizen, and a builder of the next iteration of the internet. You are shaping what it means to be social, to be creative, and to have an identity in the 21st century. So, what do you think? Is Fortnite truly a peek into the metaverse, or are these just super advanced video games? Share your thoughts and gaming experiences in the comments below. We want to hear from every pioneer. And if you're ready to dive deeper into the tech shaping our future, don't forget to subscribe to GENSHIFT for more insights that will blow your mind.